What's up, everybody? How are you doing?
Episode
22.
Season 2.
Yeah.
This is called the Drake.
The Scorpion episode. The Drake. The Drake.
Daps and Scorpions.
Daps and Scorpions.
As you guys can tell just by our intro, there have been probably 3 people who've already just said
Turned
no,
off. They're
no.
like, we'll catch them next week.
Not happening. Ladies and gentlemen, Drake dropped Scorpion. It was an event. If you were on any type of social media, people were talking about it everywhere. Drake has a son. He's officially confirmed it.
He is a daughter.
He's a da-da. So, we are going to be breaking down track by track how we feel about this project, going in-depth conversations for you guys. We do go over a little bit of new music, but because Drake dropped, not a lot of people dropped, which is a smart move. So, enjoy your Drake podcast. We still give you 101 conversation starters for couples. You can find us at Daps_pounds, Twitter and Instagram. Hit us up. We're going to need your help, though. We need to know. We say this at the very end of the show, but I'm going to say it now. We're going to be posting this on Instagram and Twitter. We need you guys to vote for the song of the month for the month of June. I myself say Reborn on Kids See Ghosts by Kanye West and Kid Cudi. Malcolm says Emotionless on Scorpion, Drake's new song. It's a banger. I love both of those songs, but Reborn still edges it out to me a little bit there. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Season 2, Episode 22. Malcolm, you have anything to add before they get into the show?
Streets!
2 mics, 2 friends, 1 show, let's go. 2 mics, 2 friends, 1 show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. 2 mics, 2 friends, 1 show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. 2 mics, 2 friends, 1 show, let's go. The Daps and Pounds show. This is the Daps and Pounds show. Yeah, you know.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We are here. You are listening to this on your drive to work, or you're at work, or you're watching us on YouTube, and you're awesome for that. Make sure you like, share, and comment. I love the opportunity to be able to talk about this week because it's a huge week, right? We have probably the best week in music for us is whenever a Drake drop happens. Mm-hmm. So we hope you enjoy the show as much as we love giving it to you. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
Represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show.
The Daps and Pounds show.
What's up?
What up, man?
Yeah, man. We're here. We're live. We're ready to go on this Drake project. This is gonna be. If you don't like Drake, I don't know what to tell you for this episode.
I mean, just skip to the later half when we talk about the XXL freshman list.
Yeah, because it's going to be very Drake-centric. So just deal with it and like it. But we're going to be very honest. That's the one thing we're going to do. We're not going to fluff it to the point where we're like, this is the most amazing thing we've ever heard. We're going to be honest. We're going to be in depth. And we're going to do that for you. So we're going to start this off with Good, Bad, Bad. If you've never seen the show before, Good, Bad, Bad is where you can get in touch with all of the things that are going on with your co-host, Dobie. Good, Bad, Bad. What you got?
Good, bad, bad. I would say bad is definitely this heat. Like, this heat is bad. It's changing people's moods at work and, you know, just the customers themselves. It's, you don't want to go outside. I mean, I will, because I will always take heat over the cold. Always. Every single time. But it has been heat advisories, so it's been pretty rough. I would say that's definitely a bad. Good. Definitely Drake's album. That's what I was looking forward to the most all week long. Excuse me. Yeah. So that's definitely what I was waiting for. And then other good. Let's see here. That One Piece anime that has like 800 something episodes. Mm-hmm. I'm now like 100 away from catching up. So that's kind of like a remarkable feat when you really think about how many episodes I've been catching up on. So to me, that's good. So it was the last season I just completed, it was pretty sweet. And then, Yeah, dude, just last season of Fortnite, so I'm grinding to get this, like, really hard to get skin in the game, which is like your costume pretty much. And the interesting thing about it is once the season's done, you're never going to be able to get that skin again. You know, so like last season was that was season 3, and we're on season 4 right now. Season 3, the last skin to get, like, you can either buy it outright, but you're spending quite a bit of money to do it, or you have to, like, grind a lot to get this. Well, anyways, the skin was based upon John Wick.
Oh, cool.
So never be able to get the John Wick skin. Just because that's just how the Fortnite works. So I've just been playing that with a couple of friends and stuff. So other than that, man, not too much is going on. Steam sale, the summer Steam sale for new video games and stuff. I bought a house improvement game. It's called House Flipper.
Okay.
You literally just go through and, like, clean up houses and fix stuff, and then you design it how you want it.
That's what's up.
It actually is. It's like
Is it one of those intuitive games that you'll be able to, like, fix stuff in real life if you play it? Like, you know how, like, Guitar Hero and like stuff like.
Not necessarily. I mean, to a degree, maybe. Like, they kind of very, very minimal stuff. However, I think it gives you a better eye for things.
Oh, okay.
You know, because you're like, oh, paint schemes, color schemes, what would look good with this, orientation of rooms, you know, that kind of stuff. But it's funny because it was like one of the top 10 most bought games for Steam, with just I'm just picturing all these hardcore gamers with like $2,000 computers, and everybody's buying House Flipper. I just think that's funny.
That's funny.
So yeah, just other than that, dude, that's about it, man. It's good for me.
That's what's up. Good, bad for me. I would say probably the heat. Although I can't really complain about heat because I will take heat over cold any day. So I had like a bottle of lotion, like one of those small like hotel bottles.
Yeah.
And it was like on my dashboard, and it just exploded.
What?
Because of the heat, bro.
Did it like melt into the plastic on the dashboard?
No, it was still liquidy. But I think like if I hadn't gotten to it this morning and gotten to it like later this afternoon or something, it might have like started melting. But I was able just to like get it off. But
dang,
it was wild. The fact that we're out here melting plastic and making plastic explode.
Yeah.
Right now in this
it's
heat.
too much, man.
Midwest though, just extremes all the time. That's what it is with the weather.
All the time.
So that would be the bad, I guess, is just the heat, really. Good. Life is pretty good, man. I really can't complain about anything. Love hanging out with friends. Had a cook-in yesterday. That was good. Ate some good food.
I like how you called it a cook-in.
Yeah.
It wasn't a cookout.
We were gonna do a cookout.
It's too hot, man.
And it's just too hot. Like, we would have been trippy. And I'm not talking about fashion.
I knew Brandon well enough to know we're not eating outside.
Well, we were about to, and then he was gonna smoke the meat, and the smoker broke. So then he was like, "This is a sign that like it's too hot, like to even be outside."
That's true.
So that was good. The Drizzy album for sure is a big good for me as well. So yeah, man, we're doing it. We're out here. If you guys want to tell us your good, bad, hit us up. Dobie, where can they hit us up on the social media links?
Hit us up on Daps_pounds on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for everybody who reached out to us. We were asking people thoughts on the project and, you know, what your favorite song was from side A and side B, and we will be shouting you guys out here shortly.
Yeah, man. So let's just get right into it. Drake dropped his 5th studio album, probably 8th project if we're counting everything, 8th or 9th project if we're counting mixtapes and everything like that. In preparation, I went back, and this past week I listened to all of his projects. I wanted to see the growth and kind of hear where he's started and where he's taken it. So this came out at 11 o'clock our time on Thursday night, and we listened to it, and it was dope. it was a dope experience, whether you like the songs or not. Like, it's just a dope experience getting that excited to where you just want to stay up and listen to something. So I haven't been that way in a long time about a project. So
Yes.
it was very, very, very interesting to listen to. What were your initial thoughts, like first listen all the way through?
Sorry if I'm yawning a lot, guys. I'm extremely tired, and I tried to take a nap, and every single time I got into a deep sleep, the dogs would just do one bark. Just one to wake me up. Gosh,
Just one
dang
solid
it.
bark.
Yeah. Just wake up.
Wake up, you're not sleeping.
Right. That's pretty much how it was. First off, I was actually surprised of the intro. Drake usually has a very similar sound on all the intros. And I think this was the first intro that beat-wise and selection did not sound like that at all. But I was okay with it. Going into the project, the second song was just so hype. I was going crazy. I was like, okay, this album is going to be great. Going through it, I skipped the singles because it was late at night, so I just wanted to hear everything through. My very first initial listen to it, side A, I was like, this has got a lot of great rap songs. Me personally, I am not among the people who felt like, would I have appreciated a Pusha T diss? Yes, but through our conversations, knowing who Jay Prince is, if Jay Prince says do not make a diss track, you listen to Jay Prince. I mean, it's just one of those things, okay? Literally, it's like, that's literally like French Montana getting into a diss, and then Diddy, who basically owns French Montana, and French Montana considers him a godfather in hip-hop, and then Diddy's like, no, you're not going to do this, and then French just goes and does it anyways. You think there's not going to be some repercussions there?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, anyways. We understand he took the L, so I listened all the way through. There was definitely small shots to what Pusha responded with. And you could tell Drake was annoyed that he can't. I think he wanted to, but he just realized that he's a bigger artist than Pusha is, and so he has way more to lose. And so because of that, he held himself back a lot, and that's why he's got little lines here and there. B-side, I could hear 40 throughout B-side a lot. I don't really think 40 had that much influence, honestly, on side A. If you really break it down the way beats sound, side B is really where he shined. Side B, to me, personally, had the one song which I wanted to skip, which is Ratchet Happy Birthday. That was the first time I was sitting here like, oh, all right. Gone through the entire project, though, and I was happy. I was happy because Drake did what he needed to do. And let's be honest, no matter what comes out, I think the nostalgia factor of Take Care will never be triumphed. It's like ingrained in us. You know, it was a time in our lives, you know, just graduating high school. We're, you know, freshmen in college. It was a moment for us. Everybody was in a zone. And so because of that, I don't think Drake is ever going to release something where we go, I like this better than Take Care. It was just perfect timing for that album. My first inclination to Malcolm was, I said, it's Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Views, and Scorpion. And I say Views because of the Caribbean vibes. And I like Views more than More Life. Always have said that from the very beginning. Malcolm has said the opposite. I think after I've listened to this probably 8 times through, I think this has more things where I can say I like this more than Views. But it's not like a wide gap, I will say that. Mm-hmm. But I just think overall, I appreciate this.
Yeah.
And so I think he did. That's my quick run through. How you feeling?
So we can go song by song after this, but basically, I listened to it the first time on airplane mode because I just wanted to like be in the dark and like I didn't want to look at Twitter and be influenced or get in the group chat and be influenced. I just wanted to like go through it in my head about what I thought. So I think side A is good. I think side B is great. I think that side A gave you what you wanted from a rapper standpoint. Like, there are songs that are on Views that are like pop style, or there's just songs on Views that I don't still hear, like songs that are just kind of like, I know I can rap better than this, but I just feel like making a vibe.
Okay, no, never mind. Then if that's the case, then I would say Grammys. Because Still Here, I actually think...
Grammys too.
I would say Grammys and pop style are in that category. Because Still Here, I'm sorry, I thought you were just talking about the rap song. Still Here, I think, is actually...
I'm saying like there are songs where you can tell that he can for sure rap better than he's rapping. He's just trying to catch a vibe.
Yeah.
And I felt like on this, there were a lot less of those.
Yeah.
Like for this project, those songs are nonstop and God's
Mob
playing
Ties.
a little bit. Mob Ties, and there's one. I'm upset is another one. And I don't think that on Views, for me, the reason why I didn't love Views as much as some people was because Views didn't balance that out with enough of like the hip hop, like the real rap tracks. This one, in my opinion, has more crazy rap tracks where I haven't, if we're gonna make a Take Care comparison, I haven't heard him rap this well since Take Care. Because if you listen to Underground Kings, he is rapping. If you listen to Lord Knows, he is rapping. If you listen to The Ride, like there are songs on Take Care that he is rapping.
Do you think Nothing Was the Same, he doesn't do that?
Yeah, Nothing Was the Same. Okay, I guess Nothing Was the Same too. He did it too. So Nothing Was the Same and Take Care for me are his albums that he's like rapping crazy.
Right.
And
I can see that. And then he just started catching waves.
Like More Life.
Well, you know
More
why?
Life, he had a couple.
I think it was maybe because of Nothing Was the Same with songs like Started From the Bottom, and he's like, yo, and the motto.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, I can like do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he was trying to catch those. So yeah, you're right. I can see that.
Emotionless for me is going to go in like probably the top 5 of like my Drake rap songs.
Oh, 100%.
It is. It is everything I wanted from him as rap Drake. Even going back to So Far Gone and what he does on the Calm, like it is that level for me of dopeness. I also liked I'm Upset more in the scheme of this album. It makes more sense. It feels like there's content. And the reasons why I like this more than Views is because Views doesn't have stories attached to it. This, we're behind the window. We know what he's talking about. And that's why I tweeted out in a weird way, Pusha helped Drake. Because if this would have been put out without any stories behind it, and if he wouldn't have said anything about the baby or anything on this album, which I think he was already going to, but let's just say that there was no baby references and he put this out and we didn't have any content, it would be Views to me. But we have content. We have like depth. There's something to grasp onto. You know he's been going through something. I went back and listened to More Life. More Life is better to me now because I get what he's been going through. The things that he's talking about in More Life make more sense to me now. So I want everybody to go back and listen to More Life because I think that you'll get something now out of his struggle that he's been going through trying to get to this point. More Life was, that's why I don't really count More Life as an album, because More Life was just like a stepping stone. It was like a bridge to get over here. And I think we're finally here now. There's no Caribbean vibes. That hurt me personally. Like I wanted that. I needed that.
I love that.
And I feel like if there is an argument to be made about Views being better, to me it's that.
It's that. Yeah,
it's
100%.
that. Because
and that's what we said. If you take those songs out, Views isn't as special as it is. Because now it's unique.
Yep. And
it's a unique record in Drake's time because More Life and Views.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't release those songs ever again, that's what's going to make those albums stand out.
B-side for me was dope. I really liked B-side. Nice for What sounds great in the scheme of the album, I think. And My Feelings is like a Nice for What part 2. They both have the same New Orleans sound. The songs that were supposed to be emotionally triggering were to the level of Take Care, in my opinion. They were to the level of Marvin's Room, in my opinion. The ones that were emotionally triggering. Yeah, 100%. I'm not saying they're catchy. I'm not saying they're as good as songs. I'm talking about the songs that were emotionally triggering. The songs that, listen to the lyrics and what he's saying.
Will you at least admit Marvin's Room is peak?
No.
No, not the song Peak. In terms of
okay.
emotionally pulling.
I was like, what?
You said they're the same.
Yeah, Marvin's Room is arguably his best song ever. Like, okay. Marvin's Room is peak. But
as long as you're saying like Finesse and Jaded are not on the same level of Marvin's Room.
They're on the same level of emotionally triggering. Not as good of a song.
Okay. Clarify.
I'm talking about the content that is in there.
Clarify.
Is Marvin's Room-esque. Mm-hmm. So. That to me reminded me of Take Care, and it was really sick. I like that a lot. There were just some really cool tracks. He had a Michael Jackson feature, which is crazy. Ty Dolla $ign has been on the craziest background vocal run of anybody maybe ever. Look, it's insane.
He would not. Did he release an album this year?
Yeah.
We might have to put him in the top 10 at the end of the year for the best year, like for certain people.
It would be it's a weird year, and it's a weird way to get there, but yeah.
Anyways,
very unconventional way to get there. So yeah, I'm a B-side guy. I like B-side a lot more than side A, but side A is really good. I just think his greatness comes out on side B more. So we both really like the project. We can go song by song really quickly here.
Just quick comments. Mm-hmm. Do you think that this album has too many songs?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
A lot of people think it does, but do you think...
Because I'm splitting it up in my head. They're two separate
Okay, I was going to say, do you think that's because, though... And do you believe that Drake did the double album to get out of the deal?
He might have. Some people say the reason why he dropped If You're Reading This Is Too Late and stuff like that was to get out of the deal and stuff. So, I mean... Like to get out of the deal as far as like we can count this and stuff like that. So I think that it could be. I think that he's always going to be family with Cash Money and Baby and stuff like that. I will say though, if you look at all of his albums, even More Life, he shouts out Baby once. This is the first one that he's never said anything about Baby. Anything. So I found that as interesting. He gives a tiny shout out to them on every single album. Every single little tape. But no word to Stunner, no Baby this, I'm a baby, no word to Baby, like nothing like that on this album.
Wayne, yes.
Yeah, he had a little shot to Wayne, but Baby, no. So I thought that was interesting. So starting off with and this will be really quick, guys, I promise. We're not going to spend tons of time on it, but Survival, I thought was his weakest intro for me. Weakest intro that Drake's had for me personally. What did you think about Survival?
I'm just sorry. In my head, I'm singing Legend because it's between this and Legend.
You don't like it, Legend?
I do, but I'm wondering if it's weaker. Yeah, no, Legend it's catchier, so I'd have to say, yeah, I think you're right. It's a good one though. I mean, but it's not the same level. And then after we listened to Free Smoke, I was like, yeah, okay, I was wrong. That hot take was not a true statement after we broke it down.
So Nonstop has a crazy beat to it. He's using Take Keith, who's having a great year. People get mad because Take Keith has the same sound on every song, but it's like, if you look at the guys that have gotten hyped, DJ Mustard, when he first came out, everything was brung, 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 brung. And like, no one said anything. Really so, good. I mean, you gotta think about it. When these guys get hype, it's because they use the same sound over and over again. So give him time to grow. Once again, it's Drake's eye catching something before it hits and grabbing it and going forward with it, which he's great at.
By the way, I just flipped a switch you're going to be seeing on a lot of captions.
Probably. I just flipped a switch is dope. I can see, I wish it was like, I kind of wish it was basketball season right now because I feel like it could be used.
Oh, during like that chorus part when there's like no words going on and stuff like that? Oh, yeah. 100%.
So Nonstop, for me, I like Nonstop.
Favorite song?
It's Dobie's favorite song.
Currently right now, though.
Of the whole thing or just side A?
No.
Curious. Okay.
Everything.
Whole thing, Nonstop is Dobie's favorite song.
Mind you, when Views came out, Still Here was my favorite for a while, and now it's Feel No Ways. So, it changes. Mm-hmm. But right now, Nonstop. The energy. This is one of Drake's, in my opinion, best energy songs. Mm-hmm. Like, the Get Hype playlist, Get Hype Drake playlist, this is up there with, like, Worst, Nonstop, Still Here. Like, that just gives you that energy bounce.
Do you think it's more Do you think it's higher than HYFR? Did I say that right?
Me personally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whew.
Me personally. Yep.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, but for me, that song was great, but I never latched onto that song as much as everybody else did.
Okay.
From the get-go.
Okay.
You got to remember, like, my favorite song off of Take Care is Cameras and Good Ones Go.
Okay.
So, I'm an oddity, and I will admit that in this situation. But nonstop, bro, when that song came on, lost my mind.
I love that beat.
Love
It's
it.
a great beat.
Anyways.
Elevate. So Elevate is a song that you have a little bit more melody in after the last two. And I think that there were so for the people saying that this is long, and for the people saying that there are a bunch of filler songs, because I've seen that
A lot.
if you're going to say that, this is one that could be there. And it's not that I think that, it's just that, like, if that's the argument, then I'll give you Elevate. I'll say, you know what? If you're going to say that, it's probably Elevate that you're talking about. Wasn't a terrible song, though. I don't think that he made a truly bad song in this album. But Elevate, I can understand where people might be like, this feels fluffy.
The overall general public, but I still have seen comments where people say Elevate's one of their favorite songs, which is, again, the crazy thing about music and why certain artists release certain tracks, because your least favorite song is somebody else's favorite song.
Yep.
It happens all the time.
Yep. Emotionless is, like I was saying, like, Emotionless is in my top 5 Drake songs ever.
Let's be real. If somebody comes up to you and says Emotionless is not it, then you lost all, like, talking privileges about speaking about anything Drake, because we already know in your head you are not a rational human being hip-hop listener.
Emotionless to me is, I believe it's Mariah Carey sample. I believe, because she has a song called Emotion. And I believe he just took a live sample from her. I believe. Gotta check that. But sample's great. Sounds gospel-y, sounds dope. When the beat drops, you know what kind of... That's what I love about Drake. Whenever the beat drops, you know what kind of Drake you're getting.
Yeah, that's true.
When the beat drops on certain slow songs, you're like, relationship.
Yeah.
You know, when the beat drops
so
on, like,
true.
certain... You're like, trap Drake.
Yeah.
You're like, you feel it. And this one, I knew we were getting more of the 6 p.m., 4 p.m. Drake, more of the Lord Nosey Drake, more of, like, the I'm gonna rap
Tuscan
now.
leather.
I'm gonna rap. So this is going to be huge because of his kid.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we pull up the lyrics just to...
Yeah. Let me pull up the
Does
lyrics.
it have that same feature on Apple Music Online?
You know what's funny? I actually don't think it does, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, wait, go to the right.
It might actually.
Yeah.
But let's see. We gonna see. Maybe if I say show in Apple Music. No, because I'm in Apple Music.
Wow, that's a weird feature.
Isn't it weird? Maybe if I hit song info and go to lyrics.
Okay, you're smart.
We got it.
You're smart.
We got it. We
Hey,
back.
you learned something new today.
I did. Okay. So there are a lot of lyrics in here that are crazy. This is going to be full of Instagram captions for sure. He does mention his child, and that is going to be the thing that people pull from this. Maybe the most, right? Would
It's
be
in that category.
The kid level. So it happens in, like, the last verse. He says, look at the way we live. I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid. So prior to that,
The next line, though, I think has a lot to say about that, too.
Okay, so I'll start from the beginning. Look at the way we live. I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid, from empty souls who just wake up and look to debate until you staring at your seed, you could never relate.
Does Pusha have a kid, by the way?
I don't believe so.
So I think that line
don't believe
also,
so.
until you're staring at your seed, you can never relate, is something...
Yeah,
is also a rebuttal.
I like this is gonna sound weird. I like that he used the word specifically hiding, because the funniest part of the Pusha diss is you are hiding a child. The way he says it is hilarious. It's a standout from Story of Adion, in my opinion. That's like the best, like one of the best bars he had. because it's just like direct. It's just like someone stopping you and say, "Hey, you are hiding a child," and it's just like, what?
And then it's like, dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and so for him to say I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, I was hiding the world from my kid, makes a lot of sense. I think strategically, because I've looked at these lyrics a lot. Earlier in the verses, he tells stories about girls that are pretty much being fake, or girls that need help and like they're just crying out for help but saying leave me alone and pushing people away. People who don't live in the real world and they're just posting things on Instagram to prove that they're on the go. And I think it was a setup for the last verse introducing his kid, because he's saying this is real life. Like, this is real. I'm dealing with so much. So it was great to tell those stories before going into it. If this would have started off with the first verse, I don't think it would have made as much impact for me personally. But this is dope. This is really dope. I liked it. Oh yeah, written by Mariah Carey. Okay, it's
Sweet.
Confirmed now. It's a Mariah Carey sample. But yeah, I like this song a lot. It was dope. It was good. Top five Drake songs in my opinion.
Dude, Mariah Carey samples aren't cheap either.
No, the people were
I forget about that.
People were asking about how big his budget was for like sample clearance, and I don't know.
Astronomical.
It had to be huge.
But he probably made it up after the first 24 hours.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get your money back with Drake. Did you have anything else on Emotionless?
No, just great song all around. I did pause it after you mentioned his kid, and I went back and I played it back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
They were crazy. God's Plan, in the scheme of the album, I think it sounded really good.
His catchiest hook.
I will say though that going from Emotionless to this was like weird. Like the transition, I'm almost needed like a little 40 skit, like a little like weird transition. Now there's music at the end of Emotionless.
Can't Take a Joke would have been the next best one.
Yeah, probably. But going into God's Plan was just a little weird. But still, on the scheme of the album, I liked it, because now you know he has a kid, and then it's like it was God's plan.
Yeah.
So I understand what they were trying to do there. I'm Upset, to me, sounds better in the scheme of the album, because once again, we know about the kid. So when you hear Can't Go 50-50 with No Ho, you get it a little more.
By the way, Rosenberg said the exact same thing you did, which he actually was very... I don't know if you saw it.
I didn't hear what he had to say about it.
He actually was very complimentary on this album. He says the only argument you can have is this being too long. Yeah. He says other than that, this is a good album. Because the thing is, like in hip hop, double albums are like... Well, they basically were bringing up Biggie. That's what they talked about Biggie. They were like, and that was a moment. The reason why it worked was because he was dead. He was dead. Everybody helped out. Diddy was on his arguably his most magical producer moment ever, and so that's why they said it's hard to do now. But they said other than that, and Rosenberg said, you know, what we need to do. By the way, I'm mentioning Rosenberg, ladies and gentlemen, because he is known to be very, very, very critical of Drake. Yeah, he is. And he loves Kendrick Lamar. And as we all know, usually if somebody loves Kendrick Lamar, they feel some type of way about Drake or the other way around. And one of the reasons why he loves Kendrick Lamar is because he is like a straight up Washington, D.C. like backpack, like... guy like Jay Dilla. Well, he said Wu-Tang Clan, the double-sided album, and then Big. And then he said, and now I don't even listen to those all the way through anymore. Yeah. So, but he said that Drake did what he needed to do because his back was against the wall. Yep. And guys, that's why on the last podcast I said this is his most important album he's had. Not because of I think it's going to be better than Take Care or anything, but because his back was against the wall. And all eyes were going to be on this project. And the fact that he could stream as much as he did and sell as many records as he did the first 24 hours shows that. Like everyone, even the people that were just listening to hate, were going to be looking at this project. If you are hating on this project, it's not because you didn't listen. You paid your subscription fee. You did what you had to do to hate. So that would not happen if you just straight up like weren't, oh yeah, I'm not gonna listen to that, man. It's just Drake. Like, no, you were listening with a purpose, and the fact that Drake could pull you out of that shows you something.
So yeah, 8 out of 10 was next. 8 out of 10 was dope. I like the song a lot.
Wonder's beat.
Boy Wonder's crazy. Also, 8 out of 10. Like when I first heard it, it was like alarming because I don't know how many songs we have with just Drake starting with a voice and not like a background.
100%.
I'm gonna go out on a ledge and say this might. No, You Can Thank Me Now. He started out with just a voice. I was gonna say this might be his only one.
But that song sucks.
Yeah, I do not like that song. I only like a bar, the AI.
The AI, yeah, I know,
like
dude. It was.
That bar is
Why did he
wild.
have to use it on that song?
Bar is crazy.
When you have the AI for your survival.
Yeah, but I think that this was dope. 8 out of 10 was good. This was good to me. I like 8 out of 10. Mob Ties. This is the club record to me. This is the one that's gonna get played in the club.
I like it a lot.
I have seen twerking videos already on Twitter.
Dang, really?
Girls are like loving this song already.
Mob Ties, huh?
Yeah, Mob Ties. I like this song a lot. This is up there
Mob
for
Ties
me.
and In My Feelings are the girls' tracks.
Yeah, I've seen the response from those for sure. I've seen the big response from those. What we have next? Can't Take a Joke. Now, this song again, I put with Elevate as far as if you're going to say there is filler.
If you have to
Right.
rip.
If I'm arguing with someone like there's so much filler, then I'm like, ugh, fine. You can have Elevate and you can have Can't Take a Joke as maybe this was filler. I can see how you would feel that.
Tanner Crockett's favorite rap song though is "Can't Take a Joke,"
Really interesting. Very
and he
interesting.
also said he's like, I don't know, maybe it's because I can relate more, but
Maybe. So Can't Take a Joke. Then we go to Sandra's Rose. First of all, DJ Premier is used to doing beats that are so you understand a DJ Premier beat because there's a lot of scratching on it. There's just a lot of like taking the samples, and just like going crazy. So for him to like not do that is wild. Like it's actually a feat. Like I've never seen him do anything like that.
sounds great.
And I think he did a really cool thing. I think it was a really cool thing because you wouldn't know this was DJ Premier unless you saw it. I wouldn't have known this is DJ Premier beat.
I've been going back to that one quite a bit though.
Sandra's Rose is crazy. It has some bars on it.
It's not on my top 13 though.
It has some bars on it.
If I had to
love
rip,
it.
remember,
it would be on mine. It would be
rip.
on mine. Yeah, I like this a lot. Next we have Talk Up. This is the song that's there's probably 3 to 4 songs that are getting the most publicity right now. Talk Up is up there.
Yeah.
Talk Up is featuring Jay-Z once again. For all the major projects, Drake has had a Jay-Z feature except for Take Care, really.
No.
Because did he have one?
No, he
didn't
had
have
it
one.
on Take Care.
Take Care? What
Yeah,
was the Jay-Z
Light Up.
verse?
Wasn't it?
Light Up is on...
Oh no, he had Rick Ross. That was the difference.
Yeah. Light Up is on Thank Me Later, not Take Care.
It really wasn't on Take Care.
Nope. Take Care does not have a Jay-Z verse
So
on
it was Light Up, Pound Cake,
Light
and then
Up,
this one?
Pound Cake, and then this one. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So to have Jay-Z back, you're like, okay. And Views, he didn't have one, but he was supposed to be. He did an interview with Zane Lowe beforehand and said the business didn't work out because Jay-Z did a full verse, but they couldn't get the business right between Tidal and Apple, so they took his verse off. That's when it was supposed to be The Throne was going to be on Pop Style, but took Jay-Z's verse off. Just he's on there for like 2 seconds.
Doesn't matter.
So then we have to dig into the lyrics of Talk Up when Jay-Z is talking, because he talks some real like New York street level stuff that I've kind of researched and found out some information about, and it's super street. Like it's super street. The names he says you wouldn't know unless you did the research, or you would have to be like a street guy from New York. And I thought that was like, if you're in that element, I'm sure you were going crazy over Jay-Z's verse, I think.
Right.
For people outside of it, I don't know if they would get anything except for the last line where he says, "Y'all killed X, let Zimmerman live," referring to Triple X and George Zimmerman, who killed Javon.
It was interesting because Rosenberg was like, he didn't release a disc, but he's like, wait till my album comes out, and then you realize he's got Jay-Z and Michael Jackson as features. He's like, you know what? That's a pretty good reply.
And that's why I tweeted, like, he knew, like, he had stuff to do. It's almost like Push.
You're not getting Michael Jackson on a record if you go reckless.
It's like Push. Like, I got stuff, man. I have, like, stuff to do.
I'm a global
like,
ambassador with Toronto.
I love rap, so I'm gonna rap with you for a minute. But bro, go down to your level where I need to go down to, Mariah Carey's probably not gonna clear me. Michael Jackson's not going to clear me. I'm going to start looking like I'm more street than I am. Like, let me just stay
maybe
in my
even Jay-Z.
bag.
We don't know.
Well, yeah, because Jay and Push are actually
Jay
very
verse
close.
Came out just recently.
It came out now.
Yeah. So think about that. Think about if he did reply or he went down and he said some stuff like everybody was like, "Nah, Drake, that ain't."
Yeah, and for Jay to collaborate with him anyway after Drake,
he didn't listen to his.
And Drake at one point blank thought that Jay sent Meek for him. So, I mean, they have a very weird relationship. So for that to work, he couldn't have messed with Push. So I like this song, Talk Up. This is Brandon's favorite
DJ
song
Paul.
as far as hip hop goes. DJ Paul used an NWA sample, Dope Man, and it was sick.
Flipped it. It was so good.
I'm proud of DJ Paul from like... We have to have a separate talk at some point about 3 6 Mafia and like their influence in Juicy could have gone away after like Papa My Collar era, and you'd be like, man, you remember Juicy J? You remember 3 6? That was dope. He then turns around, gets with Wiz, and has a whole separate career. Bands That Make You Dance was huge. Like, he has a whole nother run. Crazy. Yeah. So I like the fact that DJ Paul, you can hear him saying DJ Paul in the background of Jay-Z and Drake. Like, it's just it's nutty time. So Talk Up is crazy. Is there more? So I told Dobie a couple days ago that I didn't think there was a bad beat. This one, after listening to it, I was like, you know what? I think that if there's a beat that has to go or a beat that didn't work for me, it's Is There More?
The conversation came because of this song, because I told him I love the material on this track, but the beat is annoying. The sample is it's too repetitive. It doesn't. It's mixed bad too, in my opinion. There are times where the sample the frequencies are so high with what he's rapping, and you're like, wait, what?
And then the crazy thing is, like, it has some of the best lines, though, my opinion. Full of Instagram captions. Loved it. And I love it for that. But the beat itself kind of hurts it, in my opinion. And that's the end of side A. So that's why I say I think side A is really good. I like side A. Moving on to side B, we have Peak. Dobie loved this song. Talk about this song.
So good, dude. You made me turn up on you. Like, it's just so vibey. Like, it's slow pace, also to the sense. The sense. It's, to me, it was like that, the part on karaoke when the keys play, no one really gets it, but, like, I know you've referenced it. When they come on, it brings something for you. Like, when those come on, it's like they're lyrics without being lyrics to me, and that's why it's so crazy. I don't know. Just Peak is insane to me. I love Peak.
Peak is good. I wasn't a huge fan of Peak. I thought it was okay. I understand how someone can love it though, but it just I didn't though. It wasn't for me to love, but I liked it. Summer Games. So I've been hearing and seeing that a lot of guys like Summer Games more than I thought would. Mm-hmm. When I first listened to it by myself, I was like, I love this song. I personally loved it, but I thought that when I did go to Twitter, I would see a lot of girls being attracted to that song.
Right.
A lot of the dudes I've been talking to love Summer Games. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Tanner's favorite track on the project.
Tanner's, Champs, Brandon's, like, Cam's on the B-side is Summer Games. Like, Summer Games is making its rounds as being one of the greatest ones. And I like Summer Games a lot.
I do too.
If there's any one that you're going to say he was risky about, it was this one. I liked it, though.
Those 5 songs, bro. I've listened to those. Like, I just let it play through.
Yeah.
They play so well together. You get a slow, kind of in between, slow, nice bop record, and then slow again. And then I know you are okay with the next one.
Super okay.
I'm not. Anyways, going to the next song, Jaded. Definitely material-wise, as Malcolm said, Take Care vibes.
Oh my gosh.
And if you really do think about it, it is like he's talking about he's hurt.
Yes.
You hurt me.
Yes,
I wasn't trying to hurt you. You're messing with me.
It was good, man.
Why'd you make me go to your family's house?
Why'd you do this?
You made me drive 2 hours out of my way to go meet your family. For what reason?
Listen, the fact that he said, I guess you learned yourself through me, like, bro, like,
that's a Take Care line.
That is a bar. That is just crazy. Just whenever you're talking to a girl or you're in a relationship with a girl and like it doesn't work out and it's like she just disses you and like leaves you and you feel like you were in a relationship but it was like she was just learning how to be herself. Like she wasn't in it like you were. She was just like, oh, I had this relationship and I learned a lot about myself. Goodbye. Like that's what he's feeling on this record, and it was nuts.
Yes,
and I felt it, man. I felt it. It was nuts. Jaded's crazy.
Good beat.
Nice for what? Sounds great. It is. I have been in a club recently when this dropped, and it is pandemonium.
I'm not gonna lie.
Pandemonium.
I think after hearing everything back to back, best single, and you could argue this still is the best song on the album.
You could.
I don't mention my favorite just because I'm always that way with singles, where it's like the singles usually almost never like right. At least with Drake projects. Well, just usually because I like his album cuts more. It's always been that way, but yeah.
I don't think Drake has really picked good singles, to be honest with you.
Because like with Kendrick Lamar, I always like his singles the most, almost on every project.
Yeah. So after Nice for What, you have one of my personal favorites, man, Finesse. Takes some finesse. Bro, when Drake starts off songs like I Want My Baby to Have Your Eyes, he is in a So Far Gone.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to Brand New. Go back and listen to like Studio and like songs that he was just in his real R&B bag.
No, the line where he's like, I can't stand on the same side of the room, one thing at a time. Like that was a So Far Gone bar.
Yeah, Fall for Your Type. It's Finesse, bro. Is he's in his bag. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Finesse is really good.
Love the way he played with the chorus and Finesse. It's just a cool little thing he did with his voice. Ratchet Happy Birthday. This is the most hated song online amongst my friends. There are only 3 people I know who like it. It's me, Elle, and Chizzy. We're the only people who like it. Brandon, you, Alicia, everyone hates it. Twitter hates it. If for some reason there's just something about this that I like, and my explanation is I think that this was made for a consistent core audience, and I love the fact that he made a song for them. And I've been in the club and I've seen a group of girls be celebrating a birthday before, and they're just like, and I can see his voice coming through the speakers, it's your birthday, and them going ape. And I love that.
I think it's the right angle for a song. I don't think it's the right delivery, and I think the beat is not good. I think the beat is very, very weak. Because I was thinking, what if In My Feelings, that same like good beat feeling, was the topic of Ratchet Happy Birthday? Bro, I wouldn't argue with you one bit. I'd say I get it.
And it's an agree to disagree thing. It's like I liked it, and also I was reading something on Twitter where someone was like, this person hated the song, but they were like, this was made for drunk girls, because even like the
drunk girls
where he sings off key,
because they're gonna all sing off key. Yeah,
it was made for
a
specific. Yes, perfectly said. It's a gimmick record made for a specific audience. At a specific time for a specific set of people.
That's true.
And I loved it. I think it's Drake doing great things. Like, this song is going to be played for girls, man.
I agree. It is definitely meant for a certain thing. I can't rock with it.
Yeah. It's okay.
I'd rather listen to Kanye West and 2 Chainz.
That's a great record. I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the song.
When I die, bury me inside the new
So we
star.
have That's How You Feel after that with a Nicki Minaj sample from a live performance she did.
This song is that song has grown on me. I actually think
This song grew on me a lot. This
song
song grew on me.
To me, that the live sample there was done very, very well.
It was when it's over and transitions into the rest of the song. There's like a little lag, like there's like a little. You can hear it ending. I don't know how to explain it, but
You feel like it's more abrupt than a fade.
yeah, I just wanted it to be a little smoother. But I still like the record. I think that it's a bop. I think the wait in the summer, when the summer, post on Insta, like. That's cool. That's really cool. That's going to be something that you can say over and over again. If that comes on in a club, that's going to get a reaction, I think. So that's a good one. Blue Tent featuring Future for like 2 bars. I like this song. The beat reminds me of like an old like Big Timers beat, like an old Cash Money beat for some reason. Just sounds like an old beat. It just doesn't sound current to me. I like it though. Blue Tent.
Weak.
I got blue tent, blue faces.
Weak.
Again, though, I put this song almost with, I like it personally, but if someone's arguing that there's filler, I'd be like, you know what?
Blue Tent can
Maybe
go.
Blue Tent can go with it. But I do like the song.
But, and I think I'm in the minority. I think the majority of people actually really like Blue Tent.
Yeah, I've seen people like it.
So I don't like it.
In my feelings, this is slowly becoming
Kiki,
a contender for my favorite. Brandon hates this record.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I love it.
But he made a great point, a great Drake point, and Drake is the only artist that this could probably work on. Nice for What, when he first heard it, he did not like. It grew on him the more he heard it because he had to hear it. It was being played on Instagram and stuff like that. So I said, this is Nice for What part 2.
Yeah, it is part 2.
Why don't you like it? And he goes, bro, now that I have all these other songs to choose from, I don't even know if I like Nice for What that much. And I was like, that's a great point. Because he gave you so many styles, so many different styles that he really does love, that those can go down on the list now. And I was like, oh, that's a good point. But I personally love it because I love Nice for What, and I love In My Feelings. This has the catchiest like hook, if you're going to call it that, I think, on the album for me personally.
Yeah, I take back what I said about God's Plan. I forgot about this one.
It's
hands
dope.
down
I
this
like
one.
this.
I've been humming this chorus for a long time.
It's just so good. It's just so good. I'm a big fan of it. Don't Matter to Me, the riskiest song on the album, other than Summer Games, maybe. Those are the 2 most risky. This one was risky, though, because he has a Michael Jackson sample. Getting that cleared is very, very hard. The only person popular enough to do it has been Justin Timberlake. Recently, I was like, what, 3 years ago? 4 years ago? Something like that. So, Don't Matter to Me. Lyrically, if you listen to his verses, they're there again with the Marvin's Room and the Take Care and So Far Gone, Depressed Drake, the Drake oppression Drake.
Drake oppression.
They're there with Jaded as far as lyrically. I don't care what you do it yourself this summer. You have Michael Jackson come on and he says it doesn't matter to me. I like the song. I think he did what he had to do for this.
Don't matter to me.
I like it.
Don't matter to me anymore.
After Dark,
Somebody said they should have just added The Weeknd on that, and I was like,
I know someone said he's really beefing with The Weeknd when he has to go pull MJ up.
I think that's a goat move. That ain't no beef. That's a look what I can do.
The meme where Michael Jackson's in a tree and he's looking down and the caption is, "So do you like it?" I laughed so hard.
Did you see the one where he's like leaving the room and they said MJ leaving OVO Studios?
Yes.
That was funny.
I couldn't handle it. After Dark, this is old school R&B. Loved it. Featuring Static Major and Ty Dolla $ign. For those that don't know, Static Major was a part of a like early 2000s group called Playa. And Drake was really heavily influenced by them when it came to R&B love songs. Ty Dolla $ign has been killing it. We've been talking about him a lot recently, and this is my favorite Ty Dolla $ign feature ever. I think he sounds vocally the best. He can sing, bro. He sounds great to me. I think the only competition is on the way.
I was gonna say
The only competition.
That's the one I went to right away.
About like vocally, not necessarily what he's saying. I think he sounds great.
Okay.
He sounds like a singer. Like he's going for it on some of those runs and notes and stuff like that. He's going for it. Ty Dolla $ign kills this record. You had a dope Quiet Storm radio piece that he put at the end of this record just to show you this is the era that this is supposed to be in. There was some nostalgia. It was pretty sick. After Dark. What do you think about After Dark?
Pretty Ricky.
Yeah.
Pretty Ricky vibes. It was a great track. I think to me, it was like if this song could have fit perfectly on Thank Me Later after Shut It Down.
I have issues with Thank Me Later, though. So I can't hear it. But I see what you mean.
Vibe-wise, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think that Thank Me Later aged well.
Well, I'm trying to think what other song is like this. Shut It Down. That's about it.
I think this is by itself. I think this is like very like...
The next song's by itself to me.
This one, that too. Final Fantasy's the next record. It is Drake and he's rapping. This is his sex record.
Yeah.
He's rapping, and then it goes into a part 2. If I'm going to complain about anything on this album, I'm going to complain that there weren't enough 40 transitions to like a second part of a song on this.
Oh yeah, like Come Through.
Come Through is crazy. This isn't a transition. It's technically its own track, but on More Life, going from Passion Fruit to the Georgia Interlude. Mm-hmm. But it does transition in.
March 14th.
March 14th has it, but
Final Fantasy does have it. It's
does.
not as
those
epic.
two, but he is known for these like crazy transitions. Camera's good ones go like.
Oh yeah, and then the track with the harmonica.
I know what you're talking about.
That was an excellent one.
So I mean, that's my only complaint is I didn't get more of that. On Emotionless on side A, when the pianos and everything come back in, I thought we were going somewhere like that, and then it never happened. I'm like, oh man, this would be amazing. So Final Fantasy is a sex record. It goes into a slow song of sex. This was a good record. It's good for playlists. It's a good song. But then March 14th is going to be talked about a lot. Mm-hmm. It is the day, I think this is the day that he might have found out that he was a father. Yeah. So he goes through the process of talking about his struggles with his baby's mother. He goes through the process of talking about how he's challenged his parents and their relationship on every single thing he's done, but now he feels embarrassed because he's a co-parent. He might be the GOAT at like finding ways to put things into words. Like I don't know how I would have been able to like write that, but
yeah, not like storytelling, but just like introspective rapping about a personal story. Because whenever you say like making up words, I go back to J. Cole's like abortion back and forth song.
No, yeah, I don't mean like that. I mean like taking a real thing, a real thing.
That's why Tupac was really good, man.
Exactly, and it's just it's crazy.
Also too, it was just that line where he's like, you know, it can happen after one time, and we only met 2 times. And he's like, 2 times? Like, it was basically, he's like, can you believe it, dude? Like, 2 freaking times.
Yeah, he was frustrated. He was upset. And you understand records like Upset after this. You understand what he's going through on More Life. Once again, this is why I think people should go back and listen to Did I Lose You and Can't Have Everything and Do Not Disturb off of More Life and even like Madiba Rhythm and like other songs where he's saying he can't trust people, and his mom coming in with They Go Low,
when
We Go High. When
did that come out?
Like, More Life, it came out like a year and a half ago.
Because apparently the baby he was October, so they had to have met in January.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if time frame wise they had.
Time frame wise, people are saying that like More Life was when he was going through like the allegations and like the people wondering and like the rumors and stuff. It wasn't confirmed when he made it though. It wasn't nothing he didn't know for sure. So that was it, man. That's the end of side B. You get him transitioning from a boy to man. When I first heard this by myself and heard the piano part of March 14th and going into it, I immediately had empathy for him. I was like, man, like you're forced to grow up now. Like this is like a different thing. You are no longer the boy. You're the man now. You have to figure it out. He says he has to think for two now. And you almost feel bad for him because you're like, man, he was just out here living the life and now he has a kid.
But he's got good people around him to talk to,
Yeah.
I think, you know.
Yeah. I think he's going to be a good dad. I just think that
He's
imagine the Meek situation where we have exhibit A of how planned out this man is and then having something like come in that's like, whoa, he's extremely methodical. I think he is like a forensic scientist in my head, the way he
Didn't
goes
he say
about
he wants to
things.
retire by 35?
Yeah. Like he has a plan. Like
Dang, bro.
he's so planned out.
Isn't he
and then,
30 now?
Yeah, he's 30.
Dang, we only get
Dirty 30.
2 more
Working on it.
projects?
Yeah. I'm happy with it. I would rather him go out on top, man. I would rather him go out on
Dude,
top.
you know how, like...
That'd be crazy.
You know how disappointing that's going to be when it's like... This is Drake's last project.
Imagine him making a last project and then coming back at like 40.
Yeah.
Be an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Be crazy. Crazy for me. So yeah, that was the album. We went through song by song.
We got kids and stuff, and like we're like getting that so hype, and our kids like, what is going
Like,
on?
what's
They're
happening?
like,
I'm like, Aubrey's trapping. Aubrey's trapping.
He's coming back, baby.
You don't even understand. So yeah, man, this is a great project. Scorpion is out now. I will read his editor's notes because I think they're hilarious. Drake wrote this himself. He said, I hate when Drake raps. Drake sings too much. Drake is a pop artist. Drake doesn't even write his own songs. Drake took an L. Drake didn't start from the bottom. Drake is finished. I like Drake's older stuff. Drake makes music for girls. Drake thinks he's Jamaican. Drake is an actor. Drake changed. Anybody else over Drake? Yeah, we know. I think it was awesome. I think those are
perfect.
Amazing editor's notes. It is a funny, like, look at you. Like, I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to give it to you, and I know everything you guys are saying. I like it.
Yeah.
I dig it, man. Scorpion is out now everywhere. Make sure you go get that. It is fire. Physicals? Are they doing physicals? Do you know?
I went to Target, there were none. So, in my opinion, I think they're going to come out next week to boost sales.
Yeah. They might do physicals next week. So
And
that's
I will get a physical.
I would do a vinyl. The only thing is, it would be like 5 or 6 discs to be able to fit on a vinyl. That'd be cool, though.
Yeah, you right.
Other music that came out, Casanova, we never talked about that. Young Boy Never Broke Again. He put out another record. What else? Juice WRLD came out a little while ago. Brand new Gorillaz project. I know that was new. And I listened to it a little bit, and I couldn't really get into it. I don't know if I was like
Too Drake
in a Drake mode. Florence and the Machine, Highest Hope. I've heard people really like this Florence and the Machine project, but I haven't been able to listen to it yet.
Sean Paul.
Sean Paul.
If you want the rhythm, you want the there's a
Mad Love, the prequel.
Did you know that there is a song with Tory Lanez?
On what?
Sean Paul.
No. And now
It's gonna be
I
your
won't
favorite.
be listening to it. Which sucks. There were some singles that I did listen to, though, that came out this week. So Meek Mill, this didn't really come out this week. It came out like last week at the BET Awards performance. Meek Mill dropped Stay Woke, featuring Miguel. I really like this song. Miguel is one of the best singers in the world.
Yeah.
His voice is crazy. Wiz Khalifa dropped Gin and Drugs. You do not have to guess what that is about.
It's pretty good.
Ozuna dropped Vena Loca featuring
Wait, Burns'
Manuel
version.
Turizo. It's not that good. It's not that good. I listened to it.
Do you think they're trying to push it because they're like shocked, like it's not getting like
maybe
play?
It might be, or they might just, or Khalid has like a lot of like following from the EDM world.
Yeah.
And I think that they're just hopping on everything he can to play in Europe.
I think the radio is not playing it enough.
Oh,
The
no.
radio hasn't played it at all.
I don't listen to the radio at all, but the buzz that I think should be happening over that record isn't happening. On the Way is one of the best records of the year. When we do our end of the year show, it will be in my top 10 for sure. 1,000%.
I think the radio's not playing it enough. I think the radio plays that, everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, what's this record?"
Yeah.
I think I do not doubt our ear enough to think that this shouldn't be
is
pushed.
a hit. This is a hit record that is not a hit record.
Because it wasn't pushed.
Yeah.
Well, there was a music video, right?
I have not seen a music video for this. I do
So
not
no
think
music video. Radio play's not having it. They're not pushing it enough.
Nope.
You don't pay for Black and Tight $sign and not put money behind this project.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Nicky Jam and J Balvin dropped X featuring Maluma and Ozuna. The remix, the song is fire. Maluma is blowing up. Maluma is the Drake of that right now, of like Spanish sounding music. Him and J Balvin are like going crazy right now, and it sounds freaking great. I wasn't into the 88 Rising Block Boy JB song Let It Go. They were just doing a lot.
Yeah.
Mason Ramsey, The Way I See It, is a banger. Young Boy is killing
He
it.
actually might be here to stay.
I'm not gonna go that far, Adobe, but I'm rocking with him. I didn't
didn't think it'd last like this at all, period.
I didn't either, and I don't think he will be here after this year. But I think that I'm gonna just appreciate him while he's here.
If the social media game stays up, he will.
Yeah, he's got to become a Cardi, though. He's got to become a personality like Cardi. If he follows Cardi's blueprint, then I think that it'll work. He's got to be like him. Like, he's got to just, like, be a kid and be funny and, like, do stuff. Then he'll get lit. One Republic dropped Connection. This is their new single. God, it's so upsetting because I think that they were, like, amazing. I loved One Republic, and they just lost something. I don't know what happened. Max and Joey Badass still in New York. This is actually a problem. This song's actually pretty sick. Popcorn, Wine for Me. This song's lit. Yeah, this song is
I made
so
sure to
good.
listen to this one.
This song's really good. I like it a lot. R.I.P. featuring Offset. It's NBA Young Boy. It was just kind of like whatever, is what it is type of thing for me. And Shy Glizzy, Free 3. I listened to that one. That was fire. Mason Ramsey again. He gave you 2 singles of the Wicked Drake because he don't got no fear, fam. It's called Jambalaya on the Bayou. It's fire, fam. Fire.
Are you just saying that, or are you actually enjoy?
Fam, where's my library?
Oh god.
Fam, I downloaded these records. These are problems, fam. Problems. So yeah, man, there was some cool stuff that came out. Now, one thing I will say about Casanova, he yells a lot when he raps, and I think he needs to calm down. There are some people like Tekashi that I'm just like, fam,
yo,
you're gonna break your throat.
The Tekashi thing where like somebody filmed him like in his underwear with an AR running down the street. Bro, I've watched that so many times that I laugh every time because somebody said like when there's a game called PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
And you have to run away from the circle. And so somebody was like, when the circle's closing in, I'm at work crying, laughing, like literally just crying because it's like, what is this man doing?
Yeah, he's a
Did you see the stuff too with Juice WRLD?
Yeah,
The skit.
Literally,
Babe, I'm enjoying our time. Let's read a book. What?
literally, he just wants to. He's the biggest troll. I can't.
People, I'm enjoying our time together. Let's read a book.
Let's read a book. I cannot handle this kid. Olivia O'Brien. Don't know who you are, but she has a banger, pop banger with Drew Love from They, who we love, and G-Eazy called R.I.P. It's all about like we were friends, but it's R.I.P. to the girl that I Thought You Were, Girl, or your friend that you thought, it's my friend changed on me. R.I.P. It's a good record though. I really like it. This is a banger.
Okay.
Shout out to Drew Love, killing it. And I think that's all I listened to. What about you? Did you listen to anything?
No, it was like all Drake.
All Drake, all the time.
All right, so when you guys hear this, it will be July 1st.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we can't talk about the XXL.
We are already an hour over. This is what Drake does.
Sorry, guys. This is like 3 weeks in a row. Well, we haven't seen the ciphers yet. Hopefully the ciphers come out.
That's our
excuse.
That's
the
our
ciphers
excuse.
are not out.
Until the ciphers come out, we will not talk about the XXL freshman list.
Shoot, I lost track of my thought process. All right, well, yeah, let's mention the guys. We forgot to do that.
So there are some homies that we asked the question to on Twitter about like, hey, what are your favorite songs off of side A and side B? So Chip, he says Talk Up and Can't Take a Joke off of side A. Side B, he says Peak and Finesse. All right, can't be mad at either of those. And so shout out to you. Then we have Trey Graham. He hasn't had a time to listen to everything. He keeps coming back to Summer Games and Nice for What on side B though. So at this point, he is a side B guy.
A lot of summer games.
A lot of summer games. My boy Champ. We have 8 out of 10 or Mob Ties for side A, and then we have Summer Games, which is his favorite song of the year.
And then we got Izzy on the Insta.
Izzy is on Instagram, and he said that he likes...
What I like.
He likes Nonstop on the first side, on side A, and then Final Fantasy. Of course, he would like Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy on side B. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Champ. Shout out to Chip. Shout out to Izzy for holding us down on Instagram and on Twitter. Where can they find us again?
Daps_pounds.
Yeah, that's right. DapsandPoundsENT.com. You can listen straight on the website and download and listen. We're on YouTube, the Daps and Pounds Show. Type that in. Make sure that you like and comment and share. We need all the publicity in the world. So we thank you for all of your continued listening. We love you guys. We are going to close this show out the only way we know how. We're just going to label this the Drake episode. The Scorpion episode. The only way we know how, and that's with 101 conversation starters for couples. Let go.
Let go. What does that mean forward? But we rewind. So we
rewind.
That's what it was. All right. Imagine that your internal dashboard has a spiritual passion gauge on it. What is your present reading? E, 1/4 full.
Oh, spiritual.
Half
okay.
full, 3/4 full, or full.
I'll say 3/4.
You're at 3/4?
I'm at 3/4.
I'm a half.
Okay.
I'm a half guy. I have my good days
Spiritual.
and my bad days. It's like a 50-50. Today's a good day.
Mine's not perfect, but I'm at 3/4.
We hope you guys are at full capacity. And we hope
capacity.
Episode 22. I just heard thunder, so the storm is coming in. All right, and it's perfect time to play some finesse. It must take finesse. Okay, by the way, in that song, is he basically saying like he's two-timing a dude? Because he's like he can't know. It takes finesse.
Like she's two-timing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Gosh, dude.
I think
that's not
it's
a position
finesse.
you want to be in.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't recommend that. Don't do that.
Yeah. We do not recommend that.
Yeah, we don't recommend that. We hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, enjoying life. Malcolm, close us out.
Guys, we are so happy that you joined us here. It is season 2, episode 22 already. Shout out to Drake for this, giving us this wonderful podcast content. Shout out to everybody. What happened?
I remember what I was going to say.
Tell me.
You guys are going to be listening to this July 1st. So that means we need to pick.
Nope. July 2nd. Today's
Correct.
the 1st.
Today's the 1st. I'm a day behind. So that means that we need to pick the song of the month
Yes.
for June.
Yes.
We have already select God's Plan for January, Psycho by Post Malone featuring Ty Dolla $ign for February. March, we have Selfish by St. John. April, we have On the Way.
Yeah.
And May, we have Boot Up.
Yep.
June. We've already discussed this. There have been a lot of great songs for the month of June. June will go down in history with the Wyoming projects, the Drake Beef, the Drake album, non-stop projects.
And now this is the best song. We're giving it to you here live. The best song. What? Oh
no, it's really not.
Sorry.
My pick still goes to Reborn because I think that song has a larger than life message, and it still gives me goosebumps whenever I listen to it.
My pick is Drake. Emotionless.
So how do we want to do this?
I don't know.
We throwing up a vote?
We gotta throw up a vote to them or quarter flip.
I don't know. How do you think we should do it?
I don't know. We can do quarter flip, or we can throw up a vote and see what people think, I guess, on the Twitter. I'm down for that. We can say which one is the song of June. If you had to choose between those two records, which one? That's what we'll do. So
Perfect.
you guys tell us which one you like more. Emotionalist by Drake off of Scorpion Project, or Reborn by Kid See Ghost, that is Kanye West and Kid Cudi, the project that dropped still the same month, earlier this month.
Yeah.
Which is insane. So yeah, let us know on Daps_pounds. We'll post up a poll on Twitter. Please let us know. Guys, my name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobby.
Represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show.
The Daps and Pounds Show.
Show.
Yeah.
Shouts to the shout out. Gang, gang, gang. Yeah.